guys, Jaden back with another freaking video. My name is J.ASHLEA. If you're new, welcome. It feels amazing to be back doing what I love. Side note, if you follow me on Instagram, I just cut off like way too many inches of hair from my head. This just came off of these two pieces right here. I really was feeling like I wanted bangs, so I cut myself some bangs and here we are. This video is basically going to be me giving a life update and letting you guys get to know me. I have not filmed and like sat down in such a long time, so I felt like I want you guys to get to know the new me. So this is a Q&A slash get to know me video. I have 10 facts about myself that I'm gonna share with you guys. I think I'm gonna do the 10 facts first and then we will do the Q&A. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, be sure to do that. Without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Side note, this setup, it's not like the most beautiful setup, but it works because this is my office and this desk just makes me feel more put together. So this is gonna be like where I do a lot of my videos now, just to let you know. Fact number 1, I am an Aries. My birthday is April 13th, 1999. I have a tattoo on my neck that says 1999 and I am 22 years old. I have a tattoo of my Aries symbol on my hand as well. Number 2, I have been engaged for about a year now. My fiance and I have been together for a year and a half. So we got engaged about 6 months in our relationship. Very, very happy. I love him with my entire heart and body. I'm gonna get into the whole wedding, everything later on, but yeah, I've been engaged for about a year. Number 3, my favorite artists are Meg Thee Stallion, Lizzo, and Snow Allegra. Like when I asked my Alexa to play Snow Allegra, she says Snow Allegra. So I don't know what's right. I don't know how to actually say it. Number 4, I am a business owner. So I started my business in August 8th to be exact. Shop J.ASHLEA. If you are interested in luxury clothing, be sure to head over to my Instagram or my website, www.shopjashlea.com. I started this brand with the hopes of basically, you know, creating outfits and pieces for every version of myself because
let me see. I love it.
I think it looks good. And I did it myself. That was my sister. Sorry, what was I on? So I am a business owner and I started my business to basically put together a whole bunch of different clothing pieces for every version of myself because I feel like as women, we change so often in our personalities and who we want to be. So that's kind of my motto. So if you want to check it out, feel free. Number 5, I have 6 sisters. So I have 3 like sisters, blood sisters, and then I have 3 stepsisters and they live in just so many different locations. My dad remarried and she had daughters, so I have 6 sisters. Number 6, I struggle with anxiety and acne. I have had anxiety pretty much my whole life, but recently, the last year or so, it's gotten a lot worse. So I do take an anxiety medication for it, and it's definitely been a struggle and a journey trying to find something that works, and I still am in the process of doing that. The acne actually came after the anxiety, not because of it. I just kind of put it in the same boat because they both are something that I struggle with on a regular. Every couple months I see a dermatologist and I use certain face wash and medication, so I know how to cover it really well with makeup. Number 7, I hate roller coasters. I thought I'd just put that out there. Number 8, I drive a Toyota CHR. I just got it. It's a 2020 and I absolutely love it. My next video is actually going to be a car tour. I thought that was pretty cool. I haven't gotten a new car since I graduated high school, and that was about 5 years ago, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 4 years ago, going on 5 years ago. So I named her Meg, like Meg Thee Stallion. Number 9, I have 2 amazing cats. I am 100% a cat lady. If I can show you my little sweet angel right here. She is sleeping. She likes to sit with me, and she is the cutest cat I've ever seen in my life. And my big chunky Sven, I named them Elsa and Sven from Frozen. Obviously, I love Frozen. He's just a big orange Garfield, and I I love them. Me and my fiance are obsessed with our baby kitties. Number 10, I create to inspire. So everything I create, I intend to inspire others to either do better, to do those things, or just, I don't know, inspire people to make good life decisions and changes. So that is me. If you are new, even if you're not, it was important that you know who I am now, because I am a lot different than who I was when I started YouTube 5-6 years ago. I have changed so much as a person, and honestly it's been crazy to see my growth over the years, but I'm here, and you know, I am who I am. Let's just get into the Q&A portion of this video. I said, ask anything, life update / get to know me. How is it going living with your mom again? It's going. First, start off by saying we are very grateful. I wonder if Elsa will come sit with me. Hey, Peanut, you come lay with mommy. Shh. Can you lay down? She's like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? I'm sorry, I'm trying to get her to lay down so she'll just sit with me. Elsa, please. She's like, why, Mom? I'm sorry, I just wanted you to cuddle. We are very grateful that she allowed us to move back in with her. We had our own apartment for about a year. August of last year, we moved out into our own apartment in Jacksonville, and it was a great apartment. It was beautiful. It was just pretty expensive for how small it was, and so we decided that we wanted to get a house. And with that being said, we need to save money, and you can't really save money if you're spending thousands of dollars on an apartment and all kinds of bills. So us being lucky enough for my mom to say, yes, you guys can move back in with me, we live with her now. So if you're kind of confused on that, that's why. It's hard losing your freedom, and it's hard adjusting to living with other people when you were alone, and it was just us two for a year. May not seem that long, but it definitely, you get used to it. You get used to having your own rules, doing your own thing. Like, Noah and I are very much on the same page with how we run a household, and my mom and all of them, like my sister and her boyfriend, are in totally different pages than us. So it's been hard, and we've only been here for like September, 2 months now, and it's been rough, like 110% rough, but we are just trying to keep our end goal in mind, because, you know, we want a house, so we have to do what we have to do in order to grow and move forward. So, are you still getting married? 110% yes. I'm still engaged. Look at it. My beautiful, beautiful ring. We are still happily together and very much so in love. But our wedding has been postponed. We were planning on having our wedding at a place in Jacksonville called the Crystal Ballroom, and a lot of things kind of fell through. We decided that we were going to change the location because the place was just really, really, really expensive, and it was not all inclusive with like food and stuff like that. But the more we thought about it, we were like, you know what, we want a house more than we want to like get married, because we know we're gonna get married either way. So we decided, after we decided to change the location, that we were just going to solely focus on getting our house and saving money for that, because we can't pay for a new house and a wedding at the same time. So that's what we're going to do. We just don't have a date. We literally aren't even planning at all right now. I've learned that weddings bring out the worst in people for some reason, and things were starting to stress me out too much, to the point where I said, you know what? Fuck it, we're not gonna plan it anymore, and we're gonna focus on getting this bomb ass house, and then depending on how big our house is will determine if we're just gonna get married at our house or what. Like, we are just focused on getting this house and saving money and, you know, living in our own place, and then going from there. We got really excited when we got engaged, and we were like, okay, let's get married, but we realized having a home for us is more important than having a piece of paper telling us, you know, that we're husband and wife, even though it doesn't change anything. You know, we still love each other. We're still in a relationship. So we will get married. We just have no idea when. And I have a wedding dress already too, so it's pretty sweet. What foundation do you use? Your skin looks amazing. I actually have it with me right now. So I have this Maybelline 24 Hour Super Stay foundation in shade 128 that I have on right now. And then I also just got this new one by Neutrogena. It's the Flawless Matte CC Cream. I'm pretty sure it's new. It has niacinamide in it. And these are my two go-tos right now. And then I use a Tarte concealer. I think I have a Tarte foundation as well. I feel like it helps with my acne coverage. What are you most looking forward to in the future? I think getting our house and just being able to, you know, be a family, be a small family, decorate it the way I want, and just being able to live every day in our home that we bought, that we pay for, that I can decorate however I want. How have you and Noah been? Any advice on how to keep a relationship healthy? We are good. Like any other couple, you know, we have to talk things through. We have to communicate. And I think the biggest thing for any relationship is communicating, but not just communicating, the action after the communication. You can talk about things all day, but if things don't change or if things don't happen the way the conversation went or how you guys discussed, then it kind of just seems like it's an endless cycle. So communicating and then doing the things that you talked about. What has been the hardest and easiest part of running a business? I would 100% say the consistency. When you can't dedicate your whole entire life to something, it kind of gets hard to, you know, keep that end goal in sight. My business is doing pretty well for me to have just started. I'm very impatient though, so I think because I see so much for my business and I know that it can't all happen right away. Like I would love to have a storefront, but that's not until like 2 or 3 years from now. I have like a 2-3 year goal plan that I plan on having a storefront, and so I can see all those big things, but I really need to focus on building up J.ASHLEA and not just trying to jump the gun, because if I keep working hard, it will happen. I see a lot of questions about how Noah and I are. We are good. We don't put our relationship out there ever. Like we did like one video together, and I choose not to put all of our relationship on the internet because it does no good for anybody, and it doesn't affect y'all whether he's in my videos or not. It might give you a little bit of entertainment, but I don't really believe in selling my relationship anymore for views like I used to do. How are you doing? I am doing okay. I started a new anxiety medication about 5 days ago, and starting a new medication is just scary in general, but I feel like it's going pretty well. I think the idea of changing a medicine is more scary than actually changing the medicine because you don't know how it'll affect your body, but I think that I've started to feel like a little bit better. I've noticed a difference in my anxiety, which is really nice. It's been a really big struggle for Noah and I with having to move back in with my mom, and you know, we had a whole apartment to ourselves, and I have this office, so she let me turn this whole guest room into an office, which is like absolutely amazing, but our bedroom is like 2-3 times smaller than it was, so we're like kind of crammed in there with our 2 cats and our king bed, and it has been really hard for us, and obviously we all have family drama, so dealing with that, like, and I work with my mom and I live with her now, so it's kind of like a lot all at once always, but I have to remind myself that I'm grateful that she's letting us do this so we can get a house. So I'm doing well. It's just an adjustment period for all of us, really. Like they're having to learn how to live with us again and deal with us. So I'm doing good, and I decided that I'm gonna get back to YouTube and focus and do things that I love and focus on my business and, you know, try and save and make this money so we can get out of here. How's Elsa and Sven? My baby Elsa is good. I actually had to take her to the vet the other day because I thought she drank some bad water, so I had to call poison control. I did find out that she has gingivitis, like a really bad case of it, so I need to actually schedule her appointment to get her teeth cleaned and have them look at it, because they said when I took her last time that some of her teeth were falling out, which is a little sad and scary. She was 6 when we got her and she's 7 now, so she, I guess, had it before we adopted her from a animal shelter. So Sven is great, he's just really fat. Any big travel plans? As of right now, no. Traveling costs some money. If we're gonna travel anywhere, it's gonna be like Daytona or Orlando, like at least 2 or 3 hours, because those are just our favorite places to go to just like relax and unplug, and it's not super expensive. If we go anywhere, it's gonna be to Michigan, but that's not gonna be till like January, February to go see his family, because we found some cheap flights to Michigan for that time period. Will you be doing more podcasts? Yes, I loved doing my podcast. I so loved it. So I think maybe once I get more into my videos, I will. I might even film some and post them. It's just a lot. It's a lot to do running a YouTube channel, running a business, having a regular 9-to-5 job. I have a part-time job right now, so it's not technically 9 to 5, it's like 9 to 3, but I have a very, very lenient schedule with that. And then, you know, being a human being, spending time with Noah, like it really was just getting too much, especially because I have to edit all the content that I create, and doing that, it was just impossible. So eventually I will, yes. Do you think it's too late to get started on YouTube? No. I think I've learned this year and last year more than anything that it's never too late to get started on social media. I've learned that from TikTok, because people who've never done social media before in their life and probably talk shit about it are now famous on TikTok. If you have the passion and the drive to be as consistent as you need to be, because this platform is a lot more difficult and complicated than all the other platforms, then I say go for it. How has Noah been handling the adjustments? It's sweet that you guys asked about him. I think he's been struggling as much as I have, but things don't affect him and bother him as much as they bother me. Like, I am very emotional and sensitive, and when I get upset, it kind of affects my whole mood and attitude, and he is not like that at all. So he's definitely doing okay. We're working through these things together. How do you like Jacksonville? Is it car dependent? Good for young people in their 20s. Jacksonville is good, but you do have to have a car. Jacksonville is huge. I say Jacksonville is huge. Jacksonville is like a very small area, but I still say that I live in Jacksonville, and technically I live in the city of Orange Park. We lived in Jacksonville, like when we were in our apartment, but I don't think there's anywhere you can go where you just can't have a car. Maybe in the area we live in, I'm not gonna like really say it, but there's like a town center near. I would definitely say you need a car. And for people in their 20s, we never do anything. We don't really go out. If you're like a partier, there is some clubs, there is some bars, like there's the Jacksonville Beach that has tons of bars, but we don't really do that. We're not in that scene. So it just depends on what you like to do. In what ways have you lost your freedom? So I did mention that earlier. Not being able to, TMI, walk around the house naked. Not being able to clean the dishes when we feel like it. Like, my mom likes to have the dishes cleaned right then, and we're like wait a day or two type people. Having to take out other people's trash, having to take care of her dog. We lost our own individual freedom, like as a couple, to just be able to do what we want, and now we have to do things that we necessarily didn't do before because we live with my mom, and there's just more responsibility now that she's letting us live here. So, and then this is actually going to be the last question. You guys asked some really freaking good questions. Something that you're grateful for in this season. It's October, and which means Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I think this season people start to get nicer, people start to get more giving and loving, because the holidays, personally, it makes me happier. And maybe it's because I'm in a relationship, maybe it's not, but I just like how grateful other people are and how much nicer people are. So I said that I was going to talk about the whole TikTok and YouTube thing, and I always said, you know, about a year ago I deleted my account. I had about 40,000 followers on it, and I felt like I was doing really well, but I was creating content that was not me, that I really didn't like. I felt like I had to change who I was because TikTok was a certain way. And I always thought, you know, the internet's changing. Well, yes, the internet was changing. I was changing as a person, and I felt like I had to be a certain way. It's important to know while social media and the internet changes, you're gonna change as well. I actually asked someone not too long ago who had been in a relationship for a really long time, like how they lasted, and they literally said, if you want to be with someone for 20 plus years, you're going to have to love every version of them. And that's just so true, and it's something that I really try and remind myself of. Love yourself in all of your changes. Love the life that you live. Be grateful for the things that you have, and look back at, you know, what your goals were and where you are now. It's just really important to reflect. I just kind of wanted to put that out there. But this marks the very beginning of me coming back in a full and honest, truthful, beautiful way. I am only going to create content that I love. I'm only going to post the amount that I feel like I need to and want to, not what everyone else says. and I'm very excited about it and very, very happy to be here. If you watched to the very end of this long ass video, thank you so much. If you'd like to keep up with me and follow me on any other platforms, I will have all of those links down below. And if you'd like to shop J.ASHLEA, which these pieces are actually in J.ASHLEA, my fall collection, be sure to do that as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on my post notifications, head over to my Instagram. I love you and stay fabulous.